Insta360 GO 3, probably one of my favourite releases of this year. This camera's brilliant. Yeah, it hasn't got the best image quality, not the most resolution, but for creativity, for fun, for using this and getting different shots, for vlogging because you've got that flip up screen, it's, you know, it's probably one of the most impressive and sought after cameras out there on the market at the moment. I really do like this thing. It's so small. I mean, you take it out of the action pod and you can magnetize this anywhere. The bunch of accessories that come with it are just really amazing. You get a load of stuff for your money and it's very creative. You can do some really fun things with this if you're into videography at all or creating content online. It comes in very useful. Trust me, I've used this camera a lot. If you want to check out all my other videos, I'll link them up above. There's lots there to check out, all the features and specs and use case scenarios for this camera. They've just updated it, and it's an impressive update actually. They've got some interesting things along with the general bug fixes, and they've added some different languages, some security options on here. They've actually introduced a new webcam mode, which is brilliant. Now you can plug this in via the USB-C port to your computer and use it as a webcam. So let's just try that out and show you what it looks like. So this is using the GO 3 as a web camera. This is the audio as well, coming from the Insta360 GO 3. When you plug it into a computer now, you'll see a option pop up on the screen straight away, which gives you the option to press web camera or UDisk utility, which is basically transferring the files. So you've got that option now. It's a great option. As soon as I went into OBS to record this, it just popped up as a webcam option. Insta360 GO 3 was there in the drop down menu. Works seamlessly. It's a fantastic option and it looks pretty good from what I can see on the screen here, and the audio hopefully is good as well. They've now added support for the new GPS remote, so if you're a moto vlogger, for instance, or a mountain biker, you can control this with the GPS remote now and capture your GPS data, add overlays onto your footage. That's a great feature. You can also use your Apple Watch now to control the GO 3, so if you want to take photos and use it as a remote shutter, or use it to stop recording and change your settings and stuff with your Apple Watch, you can. And they've also added support for the power stick. Now, this is kind of a forgotten accessory really. I've not used this that much because not many of the cameras were supported by this, but you can actually control the camera, start, stop, record there, and this actually is powered in there. I think the battery in there is about a 5,000 mAh battery and it charges via the USB-C. So you can actually have your GO 3 on here, plug it in, and you can charge it and keep it charged all day, although the battery life on this thing is phenomenal. So the power stick is now supported. So yeah, all the links to all these accessories will be in the description down below, by the way. They've optimised the low light performance. That's probably one of the downsides to the camera, if I'm being totally honest, because it's a small sensor, it's a small camera, the resolution isn't the highest. The low light performance wasn't great, so they've optimised that, they've improved it. It looks a lot better from the testing I've done. They've also improved the face detect, because this is great as a vlogging camera. It had face detect, so they've optimised that, made it a lot more accurate, and it actually detects your face a lot better now. It worked pretty good in my testing from the original videos I made on this camera, but they've optimised that anyway and made it just a little bit better. Time-lapse has been improved. You can actually monitor the time-lapse whilst it's recording now on the screen. Good update, really nice feature, so that's been improved as well. Also, just note, if you do update your camera, every time you do generally update cameras, then a lot of the settings will be reset, like your quick capture settings for the different buttons, and if you've got any scheduled captures set for later that night, you might have to obviously reset those, because those will be wiped off and all your settings will be back to how the new firmware is set. So make sure that you just note that one point. You can add markers now during recording, so if you're recording something and you want to remember that particular point for editing in post-production or whatever, you can add markers live whilst you're recording. That's another great feature that other manufacturers have introduced recently, so Insta360 are just keeping up with the crowd. So that's it. Yeah, impressive. This camera was already great. I really loved it. And like I said, one of my favourite releases this year. So much fun. It's a great camera. It's literally like a little point and shoot like that. Imagine your little RX100 from back in the day. It's just been put in the tumble dryer and shrunk. It's great fun, and they've just improved it even further, added a bunch more features and just optimised it and made it a lot more streamlined. It's a great camera. If you do want to grab one, there will be a link in the description down below, and I believe they're giving my subscribers a free gift with your purchase. Just double check that first. If there's any offers or anything else, I'll put them in the pinned comment. But yeah, stay tuned for all the updates on all these cameras, and we've got some new releases coming, so make sure you press that bell, don't miss any future uploads, and make sure you subscribe. It really does help. Okay guys, that's it for this one. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.